Yo, I'm finally in decent amount of health to film one of these things. So, obviously it's going to be health related because I'm a health dork. But I'm putting together something I believe that needs to be done in the health field. And that's talking about your routine and the food that you eat, but specifically the details within the details. When I mean details within the details, I mean what effects am I getting from the meals that I'm putting together? How am I operating from meal to meal? Physically, mentally, mood, reactivity to the elements around me. I don't need to talk about, you know, organic and all that stuff. Once you start hearing about the foods that I eat, um, you're not going to be asking questions about the diet itself because these are people that track their own health through food journals. They know exactly what they're eating. They know toxins versus non-toxins. You know, you can be vegetarian, you can be whatever you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm doing this mainly for myself. If others get a kick out of it, good deal. But um, the tracking of meals, combos, is what I'm after, and documentation. So if you don't track your stuff, you have nothing to go on. You got nothing. You have randomness, which gets you nowhere. So I feel like I have no choice to advance health in this way for the individual, which is how health has to be looked at. Everything else is just it's too vague, you know. Everybody knows spinach is good for you, you know. Maybe it's debatable, but everything is debatable. I'm here to tell whoever is watching this, myself included, that this is what works for me and how my health journey operates from the foods that I'm going to promote within myself. It's for my plan and to get people to understand this idea that the only health that can be created is the health that you perfect through your own experimentation. And that experimentation is only correlated through tracking your own performance. Now, so far, my performance has to be tracked through the food journal, through the written forms, which is going to be mood, energy, motivation, digestion, creativity, sleep, interactions, attractions, and then stressful triggers and reactions. How I'm programmed right now currently is really based on day-to-day health and how that's reacted. I'll give you an example that I'm going to be working with today. Today I had some coffee. I had some grass-fed organic Strauss butter. I had about 1/8 glycine, and Socosani water, about half ounce, with the coffee to downgrade the effects of caffeine. Maple syrup. How much maple syrup? I don't know. I'm pro maple syrup as of right now. That could change in months or years or whatever. I don't know. But as of right now, maple syrup over sugar any day of the week. And then my meal one today is gonna be half 1/4 cup of oats, another 1/4 cup of oat bran, about a cup and a half of low-fat milking brand, because I don't have access to raw milk. Sorry, raw milking people out there. What else? Let's see. Thumbnail parsley. 1 spinach leaf fingernail of goat ghee. I know this is not gonna appeal to most people, but every ingredient, no matter how small, is so huge. And probably some raw honey to go on top of that. Maybe a teaspoon of coconut oil, and we'll see how that goes. But the next video will have a picture of the meal, which will be just visually stimulating, because I always want to know what people are eating. And then the effects from that meal based on that day. But the next video, what I'd like to do is take you through a day in the life of eating, like the whole thing. Some people they do that on Instagram. They're really good at throwing in the visuals in there. I gotta get good at that, of course. But I think the routines, what people do before the meal and after the meal, and a lot of people don't know, I want to get people to kind of understand the connections that the two meals in a day make over time, like in that period, which can affect all kinds of chemical things, right? So even interactions of my first meal to my second meal, and then the product of that outcome is huge in a journal as well. So stay tuned, guys. Like I said, this is not for everyone. This is for only the people that are chasing a specific thing with health, usually through anti-health, of course. Without admitting that, your routine is really based on what you want it to perfect. For me, I'm after perfection, which can never be perfected, and that's okay. But no one's doing this that I can see. And if you're looking for an answer to health by what to eat or what to do, this is not for you. This is purely trying to get people to understand the scientific approach of self-experimentation. That's it. We'll see you next one.